Sorry, this is sagging a little bit. The top of your head is getting cut off.
I'll put it on my slouch.
Oh, now it's all crooked. Yeah.
But I can see you and your beautiful beard.
And
what are we going to talk to each other about?
Whatever we want to.
I got a book.
You do?
Dude. We got a book.
I didn't know you knew how to read.
You know what? I'm learning. No, I have leader strip. I'm well spoken.
All right, do yours again one more time. Okay, should be good to go. All right, welcome to the ECC Podcast. By the way, is that what we want to call the podcast?
It needs to be welcome to the Elkville Christian Church Podcast. I think that's fine. Assuming people are actually going to listen to it, right?
Well, we'll see. Oh, it's okay, Dale. Come on in.
I can talk.
Yeah, you can talk.
Does that other light mess you up or something?
No, go ahead.
We're
practicing.
Yeah.
I was wondering how that was coming along. That's so cool.
This is going to be, well, this is a trial one. And
this is out of
this will be on our, these will be on our outtakes. If you do anything.
The B reel.
ECC, Elkville Christian Church Podcast. I am co-host Jake Gibbs. I'll look at the camera. And then there's my buddy co-host Jordan Evans.
Hi. Well, but I think you're host, I'm co-host.
Host,
Yeah,
co-host.
You're host, I'm co-host.
Assistant to the manager.
Assistant to the branch manager.
All right, so what I'd like to do is just explain a little bit of what the point of all of this is, what our goals are, and you let me know if you have any additional goals that you'd like to see.
Sure.
So one of the things I want to do is, at the very least, highlight some of our key volunteer positions where substitutes are thin. We don't have a very deep bench. Talk about them, highlight them, explain what that job entails, and what needs to be done if you're interested in fulfilling that role or volunteering for that role, and you just want to try it out, at least have a pretty decent understanding of what the workload would be like, what the day in and day out preparation is like for any specific position we get to talk about, which we're going to be talking about several. And of course, we're going to ask members of our church to talk about their roles that they find themselves in for now.
I think I'd mention that as duties, responsibilities and duties instead of workload. Work tends to scare people off.
Yeah, it's not work, it's fun. You're serving the Lord.
How much fun we're going to have.
Yeah, how much fun you're going to have serving the Lord. It's not work.
Noted.
Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind. What would you like to see, Jordan? What would you like to do with this?
My original thought for this was to interview different members of the community in the church, some of the people that have been around and seen a lot of change, and just kind of pick their brains about the history of the church and help, I guess, everybody kind of get to know each other.
Yeah.
Which kind of, the idea sparked from when Jerry Aiken came and talked to us when Lucas was still here, and just some very interesting conversation come out of that about his experiences and just the church and the renovations and just neat stuff that us young folk didn't know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, because what he talked about was all kinds of different things that I didn't even know were going on at the time. So yeah, I agree, that would be really neat too. We'll get to talk to some of our more seasoned members.
Yeah.
Pick their brains a little bit. See if we can get them to really open up about what they think of the world these days.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just for kicks, why don't you talk about your history at Elkville Christian Church?
I've been here since I was a wee little lad.
When were you born? Like the 80s?
Yeah, 89.
That's a long time ago.
Well, yeah, but not as long ago as some of our seasoned members, which have a much more interesting history than I do, I'm sure. But no, I've been going here my whole life. Parents brought me when I was young, and been going here ever since.
Have you always lived in the Alvarado area?
Yep. To Eltville, Virgins.
Where were you born?
DuQuoin. In Marshall Browning.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That was back in the day then.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if Carbondale even had the capabilities back in the day, to be honest. But
really,
well, I don't know, because I wasn't born yet.
Did you ever look into midwifery?
We took a couple of pregnancy classes or whatever. Well, we took one, not a couple. We took one at the hospital in not St. Joe's, Carbondale Memorial, and it was brought up. It's kind of a strange idea to me.
In case you had to deliver the baby?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was just about, it was almost like a what to expect when you're expecting type of class. There was a whole orientation. I think it was a couple of weekends or a couple of nights. I don't remember. I've slept a lot since then, but yeah. No, what about you guys? You've always lived around here?
No, I'm a transplant, technically, from Central Illinois, because I lived there for 2 years after I was born. Little town called Waverly. And then when I was 2 is when we moved down to Southern Illinois, and we lived in DuQuoin in Idlewild, next to the Monroes.
Mm-hmm.
From 2 to 4, I guess. It seemed like I lived there longer than that, but I guess it was only a couple years. That's when we started coming to Elkville, was when we came down here to live in DuQuoin. And then after I turned 4, we moved. No, that's not true. 6. Because I went to kindergarten and half of my first grade, half of first grade in Wheatley grade school.
I don't even know where that's at.
I was in DuQuoin. It's not there anymore. Because the new grade school was being built the year we were moving. Like they were going to move, they were going to start classes in that new grade school over there by the fairgrounds.
Oh, okay.
The year we moved. So anyway, yeah, 6 is when I moved to Benton. And, but we still, this was our home church, and we kept making the long journey all the way from Benton.
There, I got something fun real quick before we wrap it up.
Go ahead.
All right.
Shoot.
This is a would you rather question.
All right.
Would you rather have a coffee mug that instantly refills itself when empty, or have free overnight shipping for the rest of your life?
I would go with the free overnight shipping for the rest of my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I don't mind refilling my mug of coffee, I guess, as much as I do waiting on stuff to arrive.
Yeah, well, okay, that's fair.
It takes longer to wait for that than it does to refill my coffee.
Especially when it goes to the post office.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm the same way. I drink about 2 cups of coffee a day, so it's not a real inconvenience if I want some more.
Yeah.
But the overnight shipping, that would be.
Yeah, you'd be yeah, I mean that's a pretty significant monetary savings as well.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
If you had the choice of a superpower, what would it be? One choice.
It would be cool to fly. Or super strength.
See, all those are really lame. You gotta get way more.
Okay, fine. The ability to see in the dark.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would be pretty sweet. Or breathe underwater.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff down there. As long as you wouldn't succumb to the pressure of the depths, right?
Yeah.
That would be crucial.
See, that's a power too. Like,
yeah, but if you're picking one or the other, right? If you're going down, that deep, like the Marianas Trench, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right. Yeah, you don't want to just get crushed into a cube. So, what about you?
I never could think of a good one. I always went with invisibility because I feel like you could do anything you wanted if no one could see what you're doing. So you could just travel for free, sneak onto planes, sneak through security gates. I mean, nothing nefarious, of course, but
you couldn't see in the dark. And then,
What's that?
does what you're wearing become invisible?
well, no, that's the other.
So that's
That's the other caveat to that one.
Yeah,
is,
that could get a little weird.
you always have to go to the mall and go to the clothing store, I guess, when you wanted to come back to visibility.